Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Two Drink Minimum, also known as Mike Ward and his sexy delinquent friends. The man in front of me, comedy legend, the aforementioned Mike Ward.
I am Mike Ward. You are my sexy delinquent friend, and we have this guy too.
Yeah. Just a delinquent.
Yeah,
not so sexy delinquent.
Yeah. He's a delinquent, not a friend.
Yeah. Very sexy, very delinquent, but yeah.
Looks like a piece of an expensive bathroom. I like it.
I look like very tasty bread. I noticed.
You look like
no.
Like if
like I'm bread be half black and white.
I'm renovating my bathroom and I want a floor like a marble floor. Yeah. I think I'm gonna bring you and your shirt to the store and go. Can you get one like this but harder? I don't want it soft and sweaty. I want it hard.
And like, sorry, I don't know how to tell you this, but he seems hard right now. He's harder on toilets.
The fucking tiles get me erect, bro.
You didn't go to Comic-Con. You were supposed to.
Yeah, I was working.
What happened?
I had so I was supposed to go, and then I got a gig as an extra for a commercial.
Oh shit!
It was a lot of fun.
For what?
For Freedom. That too. That was another day. It was only on Thursday, and it was on. No, I was trying to.
It's a man love Thursday joke.
Yeah, it was a man love Thursday, but he knows how to kill a joke. He knows how to kill a humor out of. He just sucks it out of a room.
And he says the joke, and as he's saying the joke, he goes, "I do it on Thursday." It's not true. It's not true. Yeah. No.
No, so it was for Freedom Mobile in the States.
Okay.
You guys know Will Arnett?
Yeah, good friends.
Yeah, he's the main spokesperson of that commercial.
I thought he was the main extra.
No.
I was like, that's a big cast.
That's a high-end commercial.
And
Christopher Nolan was directing it.
Yeah, and I got to be an extra for the day at on set.
What were you doing?
I was one of the extras, just carrying something from one end to the other.
Well,
but I did it very well, very professionally. I moved. It was those trolleys with the two wheels at the bottom.
Jiggers.
No, not like that. Those
like
have four wheels, like a dolly. Yeah. I had to bring it from one side to the other. I fucking brought that shit from one side to the other.
So you were like a airport employee or a construction worker or something?
Like a set worker.
Oh, very cool.
Okay, so it's like you guys are on set.
Yeah, that was the commercial. Like,
are you sure you were an extra? Did they make you pick stuff up and clean stuff?
No. It was just that. It was the same.
It
was the same.
Can you? Okay, go plug this in over there.
I'm a method actor.
I'm an extra. They sent me to Best Buy to buy cables.
Extra cables. Oh, somebody robbed me last night.
Oh, what? Really?
Yeah. When I got back home, I shouldn't have talked with you outside for so long. I should have went earlier.
Why?
Because I had ordered some stuff. Remember, because we ordered stuff for the studio, so I had I had SD cards. From Amazon. I ordered SD cards, vitamins, coffee. They basically went in because they left in the lobby. Amazon. They opened the box like savagely. They took everything out. But dude, they're gonna give me the footage. The guy who watches the show, actually, who runs the building, he said he's gonna send me the video by Thursday.
Okay.
Whoever it is, I'm hoping lives in the building so I could beat the shit out of them because they're so stupid. Like you could tell that it was savagely done because even my vitamins, they took my vitamins. And they ate the vitamins, some of them, because they left the vitamin cap.
They ate the vitamins.
They were gummy vitamins, yeah. They maybe thought they were candy because they left the cap. Like they clearly opened everything. They took the cap off the vitamins. They threw it on the floor. Because when I went in there at 1 a.m., it was that and another package that was ripped open. I look around. I go, fuck, is it my package? And I look. It was just an empty box, but with my name on it. I go, oh, you motherfuckers.
Oh, this is teenagers. That
yeah.
This
so I think they might live in the building and they don't realize the camera. Yeah.
Like, because if you're going to steal steal shit, steal the box. It takes 1 second to do this instead of opening up
in front of the camera.
Yeah.
So they did all that. And Amazon already, I messaged them. I go, look, I have the box, but the box is empty. Yeah. And they're like, all right, well, they refunded everything already.
Yeah, Amazon doesn't fuck around. They just
Amazon
refund.
Amazon doesn't care. Yeah. But how they could solve it is if they start bringing it to my place, like some Amazon delivery drivers do, they bring it to my door, and I have a camera there.
Yeah.
The first delivery I got from Amazon when I moved to Montreal, I'm on Sherbrooke, right? And the guy left it in front of my building.
Outside.
On the sidewalk.
Yeah,
Sherbrooke,
genius.
which is like one of the streets with the most fucking people walking.
Genius move.
In the province of Quebec.
He's a good delivery guy. He probably threw it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dummy.
They used to, when I lived at my mom's, the balcony was on the first floor.
And they'd throw it?
They just throw shit on the balcony.
That's good. That's not bad, though.
Yeah, but some stuff was fragile.
Yeah.
Who's gonna? Yeah, I prefer on the balcony.
Yeah, but some stuff could break.
And who checks on their balcony? You're like, goddamn, Amazon's been 3 weeks.
No.
Never
Well, because
delivered.
I-
Let me go
balcony's full of
outside for a
boxes.
smoke. There's a.
Well, what first started happening was I kept trying to, like, they would say delivered. I'm like, and then like I was home, and then I would go and check in the front. I go, bro, what the fuck? They never delivered. And then I'm like, I'm gonna fucking send an email to Amazon right now, and I'll go smoke while I do this. And then there was a package on my balcony, so I was like, what the fuck?
You're mad at them, and they're so good. It's already in your house. I'm gonna say I do like Amazon though. People don't like Bezos. He knows how to run a goddamn business.
Yeah.
Anything I order, it arrives. If they fuck up, there's no argument.
Remember when people were bitching when Walmart started becoming huge? People
Yeah.
were like, fuck Walmart. I'm never buying a Walmart. And a lot of people stopped going to Walmart. People said the exact same shit for Amazon, but they still buy from Amazon.
It's the easiest.
Everyone is like, those motherfuckers. I hate them.
Why do you hate Amazon?
Yeah. Well, people hate them, I guess, because they think that they're ruining like mom and pop shops. I think that's what they tried to do at first. They were like, they're ruining mom and pop shops. And then you're like, nah, fucking Walmart already killed all of those.
Yeah.
So, like,
And you're
Amazon
ruining mom and pop shops by not going to them.
hurts Walmart. And now they're saying that Amazon treats its employees shittily. Like, since they don't let them pee, they don't let them, take breaks.
Oh, look, I peed just before I came in here, but you're not allowed to.
Is that true?
I don't know. A
I
lot
don't
of
know.
time you hear stuff that people pee like in a bottle.
They
But-
should just use the bathroom.
Yeah. Especially now, like even in every country now, there's a labor shortage. So if you're peeing in a bottle, you need a fucking backbone.
Yeah,
'Cause they're not gonna fire you.
They're not gonna fire you for
Yeah.
going to take a piss. They won't. People
No.
are too scared.
Yeah.
Go take a piss. They won't, especially if you're a good employee.
Yeah.
But the problem I've been hearing lately is that people who own businesses are very upset. All the new employees are shit because no one actually cares to work there.
Oh.
So it used to be like you'd give a shit. Like when I was younger, I worked at a pharmacy. I'd fuck around a lot, but I didn't want the pharmacy to go under. I'd help as much as I could. Now they're like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Well, you can walk out with that. I don't care, sir. They're these young kids that don't give a fuck. So everyone's panicking. They have to work extra hours. The kids that they hire, they're in their 20s, don't give a fuck. So it must be a nightmare running a store right now.
This weekend I was in I was supposed to go spend the weekend in Magog, near Sherbrooke, with the tour bus, and then it broke down. So it was me, my girlfriend, her kids. We were going to her family's.
How did it break down? Like, where did it break down?
Like 10 minutes after we left. Like,
Okay, so you weren't far.
Yeah, because I left and there was no more power steering, and I'm like, that's not the end of the world. And then it started overheating like right away. So I take a picture, and the engine coolant was like up super high. So I was like, what the fuck? So I take a picture, send it to Tony, my mechanic, and he's like, I think that's the alternator strap. So I go, can I drive it back to my house? And he goes, you're gonna catch on fire if you like keep driving
shit.
it. So I was like, okay. So I waited for a tow truck. Ended up waiting 4.5 hours for a tow truck. So the tow truck comes. And
How were the kids during that time? They were cool?
yeah, well, we since we were so close to home, we were actually going to get them. So my girlfriend just walked back to her house, got her car, and she got one of her friends to pick the kids up. So then they all met me at the tour bus, and then I was like, I'm not gonna stay like with a bunch of kids waiting for a tow truck. So I told them all to go back home. So they went home. I waited alone. It was okay.
You're
But
a good dad.
Yeah, I'm a very good dad. I was like, leave me alone. Let me drink in my car on the side of the road. But we ended up taking a car, and the kids stayed with the grandparents, and then me and my girlfriend got a hotel room. So it was a nice weekend. So, but we're in this 5-star hotel, and I go ask the lady for something in the morning for a coffee, and it's this very like older lady with a French accent. I'm like, excuse me, is there a restaurant? She goes, il y a un restaurant. She's very, and then this fucking girl, like about 19, goes by and she goes, ça sent le caca, ça sent le caca. It smells like shit in the bathroom. And then she's like, Monique, I'm with a customer. But it smells really, really bad. She's like, but I'm with the customer. And I'm like, this is a 5-star hotel.
Yeah.
This is the best that city has to offer. Is Monique yelling "ça sent le caca"?
Dude, I'm telling you, employees suck now. It's very hard. That's why you find a good one, you got to keep them if they do good work, because they're all shit.
Yeah.
No one cares. Oh, that's why, because I messaged you Saturday to see if you're around, because I went to do one of the Just for Laugh shows downtown. There was a man in front, because you're in the old church that was converted, where we went to the press conference last year.
Yeah.
It was converted into, like, they do BDSM parties, Just for Laugh stuff there.
They do BDSM stuff?
Yeah, they do raves in there too, I heard.
But that's still like a real church, right?
The church still owns it. Like in my
Wait,
green
what?
room.
But there's one section that's still a church, right? And then one section that's like a theater?
Well, the section that's still a church, Mona de Grenoble, drag queen, did her show there.
Jesus.
So it made me laugh. I told you,
Yeah.
she was sweating. I'm fucking hot. I go, Fusha, you're a bunch of homosexuals in the church. You all sweat. That's why you're sweating. It's not the AC. And then Alex is laughing. But so when I got there, I the show started at 10. And Mona started around the same time. Hers was
What
already
was
going.
this show?
Mine was Emil's Enemies.
Okay.
So it was me, Wasim, Megan Brouillard, Adib, Rashid,
Okay.
and Jacob.
Was it a bilingual show?
Bilingual.
Okay.
So they asked me to do English. Then I noticed how the crowd was English and French. So I did some punchlines in French because I know some works better. So
Yeah.
I tried to do a bit bilingual. I went on last. So
That's
they
what's
were
amazing.
tired.
Whenever you do bilingual stuff, people go, it's way harder, but it's so much easier because you know this joke kills more in French, this kills more in English. So you look like just a way better comic.
That's the thing. I just
Yeah.
started mixing and matching, and it looked so much more realistic because it's like, okay, he's telling a story in English, but whenever he's speaking as this woman, he's doing it in French because
Yeah.
she spoke French.
Yeah.
So and they all understand. So I don't have
Yeah,
to
it's
translate.
more realistic.
It was more realistic. It was fun, and so when I was going, so they're doing outdoor shows too. So they're trying to do dances or whatever. But there's a guy there with a speaker talking about Jesus and yelling at people for doing crazy shit in a church. Right? I'm
Okay.
like, oh fuck, this guy's pissed because the church was converted into a drag show. You know, so he's out there and I'm walking. He said something when I'm walking in, like, "Look at this sodomite," like something ran. And
He
I
called
just,
you a sodomite?
Yeah, I just waved. And I just kept walking. I go, did he fucking call me a sodomite? But what are you gonna do? You can't fight with a guy with a
Yeah.
speaker. You're gonna look stupid. So I was just like, this is crazy. And he was.
Was he a white dude or a black dude?
I think he was Arab. I think he's
Okay.
like an Arab guy who does it in English and he's telling people to get back to Jesus. And I understand being upset that a church now has Mona de Grenoble in there doing stuff. I get it. I get what you're saying, right? However, that church is not gonna last because the neighborhood that it used to be, where families doesn't exist anymore. It's in
Yeah.
front of a fucking Best Buy.
Yeah.
It's whether there's drag shows or not, that ain't lasting.
Yeah.
Let the priests make their money because they're just renting it out for shows. Like our green room, they still have the paintings on the wall of the kids' Sunday school.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
That is so creepy.
Yeah.
It had, and it was all like the stuff I was looking. It was like a caricature, a kid in a wheelchair, a white kid, a black kid, a girl with a veil, and it said equality. Like the message was to show the priest that all those kids are equally sexy. Like you could take some on the go. So it was it was fun being there, but it is weird thinking that it's
Yeah.
a church. Yeah.
That's very fucked up.
Everyone was excited about you though. Everyone kept talking about the Bourgois episode of Suzy.
Yeah.
They're like, how are you and Mike are very patient? And were you guys just patient because you were together so you didn't take it serious? Because that was intense. I thought one of you was going to snap. That's all they're talking
The
about.
reason why I was patient was because it's like if he leaves,
We're still there.
Yeah, but actually, yeah, it would have been a funny show anyway.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, he's been on stage for 3 minutes and he's already angry, and he has to stay for an hour and 45 minutes. So I was like, I gotta pace myself.
Yeah, exactly. That's how we would calm
Yeah.
down. But that's so funny. But that's all everyone's talking about. The talk of the town is that. And everyone's getting the references. So it's pretty intense how it exploded, and it's not even public yet.
Yeah,
It's only on Patreon.
It's only on Patreon.
and
Goddamn.
comics, regular people, everyone knows about it. It's pretty intense.
That's why I'm gonna go watch it.
Oh, dude, it's worth it. It's worth it. It's fun. Bourgault might be a genius. He might be a marketing genius.
The day that we did our 2-drink minimum last week, the day after, he went to see a baseball game, and he wrote "Let's go."
He's
So
he's a
he's-
marketing genius.
Yeah, he's onto something.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
guy.
He's the Gigi Hadid of our generation.
Gigi Hadid.
Yeah, he's kind of like the Kim Kardashian of Canadian humor.
Ah.
He knows how to market.
Yeah.
There's a sex tape dropping. The sex tape's
I
coming.
want to
through.
see.
It's him and the
It's just
mascot
him
of the
go,
Blue
"Let's
Jays.
go,
Let's go. Let's go. He's fucking the Blue Jays mascot. He's like, let's go, Bordel. Marketing fucking genius.
He's out of breath.
Obviously. Imagine fucking a mascot. It'd be insane. So the festival's going. The Nasty Show, is it starting tonight? This is your first night?
Starting tonight.
How
Yeah.
psyched are you?
I'm pretty psyched. The only thing I'm nervous about, I don't know any of the guests, any of the acts. So I'm a like every act I'm gonna be okay. Adrian, and then I'll have to read their names like over and over again
To not forget
So
it.
it's Aya Palucci, I think. I think Adrian Aya Palucci.
I don't know how to say her
I'm
last
not
name.
sure. I'll ask her how we pronounce her last name.
Yeah.
Steph Tolov, I know how to say
Easy.
that. Donald
Donnell
Rawlings.
We know that.
But they just I'm gonna forget their names because it's not people that I really know. So
Yeah,
it was easier like the last time because it was like Ralphie May. That's easy. Artie Lang. That's easy. But now it's all people I don't know.
It's gonna be fun though.
I think it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
I'm happy. I'm doing my Human Rights Commission bit, which is an amazing bit to open a nasty show with.
100%.
And then since they have an intermission, I'm gonna open the second part with my retarded guy that got beat up in a bar.
In Florida.
So I think that's gonna be fun too.
They're gonna like that.
Yeah,
The factory one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think the good thing about that is like because I was thinking nasty show. A lot of people try to do like sex material, and I'm like that's not nasty anymore. Like a blowjob joke, unless you're doing unless you go like crazy far and do jokes about how you like someone shitting in your mouth. Everything's been done and redone.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll go somewhere a bit different. So
It's called a nasty show, but it's not about diarrhea.
No,
it's more of like taking an angle. You're like, oh, this motherfucker.
Yeah, like taboo stuff. Like I think you're gonna be doing one night.
I have to audition for
Okay.
it. It's a show at midnight.
I think
this
you're gonna
Saturday.
do well though, because your stuff is like very modern, nasty show. Because I was talking to a lady. I went to a store yesterday in out west, and I think because of the people like in the West Island still read the Gazette. Everyone was coming up to me and talking to me about the nasty show.
Oh shit!
But it was all weird. It was all people going, I used to go every year. I don't like it anymore.
Why?
And they were like, because it's just some of them are just they're just trying to be dirty.
One of the comedians raped me in the parking lot after the show, and he said, "Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
You get the joke?"
God,
The joke's on you. You got lady. But
That's
yeah,
my kid you're gonna raise.
yeah, she was telling me how she didn't like it because it was all just blowjob jokes.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, it's not just blowjob jokes. There's gonna be like other, sexual jokes, and
It's mostly. You're like, listen, lady, just suck my dick.
Yeah.
Suck my
Those
dick.
weren't jokes, lady. Get on your knees.
Yeah. You just don't listen.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I've never seen Donnell do stand up. That'll be interesting, I think.
I don't think I've seen him. I've seen him on panels, and I've seen him on podcasts.
Yeah. I like him on podcasts,
Me
and
too.
he seems like a good dude.
Yeah, he seems.
Steph Tolov, I've seen do stand up.
Tolov's gonna be
She's
hilarious.
really good.
Yeah.
She reminds me, like the first time I saw her, I remember I told Michelle, I was like, I was doing a show with her, I think in Toronto, and I told Michelle, I was like, I'm with the lady Massimo. She's exactly
Massimo.
she's the female version of Massimo.
That's such a good. I don't know if it's possible, but that would be amazing. A tour, 30 minutes each, of her and Massimo. If that ever does happen, people are listening right now. I don't care what city they're in. Pay for the tickets.
Yeah.
for what? Sorry.
Steph Tolov and Massimo doing a half hour each. Pay for the tickets right now. Message them and get them to go on tour together because they're both hilarious.
Yeah.
By the way, Massimo, I still think one of the funniest stand-ups. Underappreciated. Massimo. Massimo is insanely hilarious. He was made for stand-up.
Why are you saying, oh shit?
Because she does look like him.
No, I'm
No,
not
we're
saying
not-
she looks
we're
like
not
him.
saying she
I'm
looks
saying
like
her
him.
comedy.
Yeah, she's
Oh.
fucking
Oh.
hilarious.
Oh.
Yeah, so please pay for tickets
they
right
look
now
the same.
because they look the same. Be like, oh my god, this is a freak show. They're not even really twins. Like, it's so crazy. No, it's because they're both ridiculously hilarious.
Yeah.
And a lot of comics aren't. Oh, Les Rebelles, first show, success.
Yeah.
So much fucking fun. People were impressed.
Yeah. No, it was fun. It was a good show.
Except for that fucking dog. Like,
Yeah. We had Maxime Martin that brought his dog because he has a service animal. What do you call
not
it?
a service
It's not
animal.
a
He lies.
service animal, but they call him what like Tom Green has one
therapy-
too. It's a therapy dog.
Yeah.
Therapy dog that no one said that was a good idea to have a therapy dog.
He did.
And usually, like a therapy dog, you'd think if it would be a good idea, it's a dog that he's there and you pet him and he calms it down. Max's dog is just walking around. He goes on stage. What a fucking...
But what's funny is Max was trying to get away with it, but he's not alone now. It's all the rebel, like it's a lot of comics, so they're gonna fuck with him. So Charles Deschamps and his girlfriend took care of that dog for a month, so the dog knows them. So the dog's on stage with him, supposed to stay calm, and it's running off stage because they're calling him and they're throwing stuff at it. They're tricking the dog to run on stage and distract Max. So Max is doing his set, and he's like, "What the fuck? What the fuck?" The dog's running. He's like, "What is that? Is that a ball? Is that tape? What's going on?" So they're just fucking with him mercilessly. It was fucking funny. It was a good.
And I was happy too, like when I was backstage, because his material was all shit about how the new generation is weak. Pussies. You fucking pussies. We were real men. Blah blah blah. And then I go on stage and I'm like, oh no. He's saying that the new young guys aren't real men. He has a therapy dog. Yeah, he needs a therapy dog to go on stage.
Huge pop.
Yeah.
People are like, oh fuck! Like they just as soon as he said, they're like, that's a great fucking observation. What the fuck? Why are you talking shit?
That's terrible.
I told Thomas Levac, I was like, I'm going to say that. And I was like, I think that's going to break him. I think he's going to need another therapy animal.
It's so funny.
And then Thomas was like, yeah, in 2 weeks you'll see him with an owl.
I also brought Thomas on with a leash.
Yeah.
I brought him as my therapy dog and he started pissing. It was fucking fun. We got to fix this.
It was a very funny show.
Yeah, I've tried tightening it.
It's okay. It was a very fun show. Yeah. It went not better than expected. I knew it was gonna be fun, but it was the day of the tornado, so it was a little.
Yeah.
It was very weird.
It was scary almost scary to get there, because I was like, because you left before the tornado, but
I got hit during.
Okay.
I'm going and it just starts. I pulled over to the side, cause like I can't drive. I can't see.
Daniel Grenier told me the day of the tornado, he was in the country, and there was hail. And his car has $25,000 worth of damage.
God damn.
Yeah.
His car?
His car. $25,000.
That's some big fucking hail.
Does he drive? I hope he drives like a $13,000 car.
Yeah. Well, it's I don't know what it is, but it's like.
He's like, you know how much it's going to cost me? I have to buy a new $25,000 car. That's the damage report.
Yeah, because he told me he has that insurance, like Valeur à Neuf.
Gap insurance.
Yeah. So he thought they'd just give him a new car, but they were like, no, we'll fix it. But now
they're going to pay 25 G's to fix it?
Yeah, so when they get gap insurance, so let's say if the car is worth like, I don't know, 40,000, and then you finance 40,000, if your car is now worth 15, let's say, they would rather pay 25,000 to fix it than give you 40,000. You know what I mean? Because you have gap insurance, so that gap that it's no longer it no longer has the value it once had. Like I don't know how to explain.
I don't think it's gap insurance, because his insurance is supposed to be if your insurance, if the damages are cost more than what the car does, they just give you a new car instead of fixing it.
You think Madonna has gap insurance?
Like for her vehicles?
No, because he was talking about her mouth.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was a good joke. It went over your head.
Well, she has a big mouth. I didn't get it. I'm sorry.
Do you know who Madonna is?
Yeah. Okay. She's the broad that sings.
It's good.
That's a good way to describe her.
I mean, it can't be anyone else.
Oh, the one that looks like an alien now, like a lizard.
Actually, she does look like an alien lizard.
Yeah,
now,
she does now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, she does look weird now. Oh, yeah.
Because of the gap in her teeth, Poseidon.
Look that's funny. I didn't know she had a gap teeth. I didn't even know that. I never paid attention to her teeth.
I'm too busy looking at that face. That alien face.
I still don't.
By the way, Saturday, second full, like crazy arena Suzukut.
Yeah.
Do you realize a bit how ludicrous this all is?
Yeah. Like I was looking at because you know how Kill Tony is always saying how this is they're doing an arena and it's the biggest arena podcast in the history of the world.
Which is not true.
And then I was looking like Suzukut, the show on Saturday is the third biggest one. So the biggest one is us in Montreal 21,000. Then there's Chris Ramsey and Rosie Ramsey's podcast in England. They have 12 or 13,000, and we're at 9,000 right now, or 9,200.
What if it sells out?
If we sell out, we're at 12,000. So
Holy
we might
shit.
be number 1 and number 2.
That's so retarded.
Yeah, but I'm not sure. I think we're going to be like, and then so number 1 is us, number 2 is Chris and Rosie Ramsey, number 3 is us, number 4 is Chris and Rosie, and then number 5 is Kill Tony.
That's amazing, though.
Yeah.
I'm very happy that Kill Tony grew the way, because Josh Shapiro was showing. He's like, yo, go look at like the first 5 years. I forgot what it was, and it was. He's like, he was a little. He said that concept of how he wanted to work, and he just kept working at it.
It's such a good show.
Such a fucking smart show, and the fact that he stuck with it, and the whole crew, Redman, everybody did their job. And then when it started exploding, it fucking exploded. Yeah, that's the kind of shit I like to see.
Yeah,
that's the stick-to-itiveness. Because I notice a lot of people in this industry, they give up. Yeah. Like they even podcasts. Did you know what was that statistic? Fuck, this is crazy. Apparently, 99% of podcasts don't go past like episode 20 or some shit.
I remember the average audience for podcasts. It's probably gone down now. Gone down since there are more podcasts, but used to be the average podcast I think had 29 listeners per episode. Shit. 20, not even listeners, 29 listens.
Oh fuck.
So it could be like one guy listening 5 times.
Yeah, he's like, I'm very excited.
Yeah.
90% of podcasts don't get past episode 3.
Oh shit.
Of the remaining podcasters left, 90% will quit after episode 20.
Okay.
We are in the top 1% of podcasts by merely publishing 30 episodes.
Oh, so we're in the top 0.00.
Yeah.
But you know what the thing is? Because people who start podcasts, a lot of people, either they think it's instant, you do one podcast, you're famous, or they don't know the work. When you start a podcast, think about it like you're starting a business, a restaurant. Yeah. You have a huge runway in the beginning where you're going to develop your style, you're going to grow your fan base. It could take years, right? And then, your equipment, you upgrade. It takes time. Yeah. Nothing worth doing it happens instantly. Everything takes some time.
The only thing I find weird with podcasting, a lot of people, they'll ask me, like they go, hey, I started a podcast. How do I make money? But you can't think about that in episode 2.
At all.
Like, but a lot of people are like, look, I've been doing this for almost a month now. How do I make money? I'm not going to do this for free forever. But you have to do it for free, like until it starts making money.
Yeah. And we're lucky too, because not just, it grows ads, this and that, but even without ads, we're lucky because our other business, which is being stand-ups, it's our billboard.
Yeah, this helps.
Whereas if you're just doing that and it doesn't even help your regular business, it is a struggle. Like, you got to figure out what you're doing this for, but nothing's instant. You got to put work in.
There was a guy, like, I don't want to mention his name because I'm going to talk shit about him, but there's a guy about my age on the French side that does comedy that... his last tour was about the same time as my last tour was, not Noir, the one before. And he's doing stand-up again, but everyone forgot that he did stand-up because he's like a media guy. Yeah, so he did radio, he did TV, and now he's going back to stand-up, and people are like, they don't care about him. Yeah, but when you have a podcast, even if I don't do stand-up, people remember I'm a stand-up because that's all we do is we talk about stand-up. Yeah. So even if you haven't seen me on stage in 10 years, you're like, okay, he must still do stand-up. That's all he fucking talks about.
So the good idea would be for more people to do... I mean, us at the studio, we got... there's people that are not in stand-up at all that are requesting now to come for us to produce their podcast. And it's like related to like construction, shit like that. But like multiple episodes, like we want to book for 20 episodes. We want to do this, we want to do that, which is crazy. Because the people that should be doing podcasts aren't. And the people that really shouldn't are.
Yeah.
It's wicked.
Yeah, but also like tying it to your business is a smart idea. Like we at some point we had some real estate guys rent a studio. Like their podcast was actually
good, for
very interesting.
Yeah,
it was a good and especially since because real estate agents are very like it's their own business as well, so it could be really well like it's actually useful. And it was
said some words there. He made.
I'm sorry. It could be really well useful.
No.
Could be really well useful and such.
No.
And of the such.
As you were from before.
In summation.
Yeah, but I was hoping they continue and they stopped.
I was hoping they continue and they stop.
Do you think they stopped because you were creeping them out? Or do you think they just continued doing it but somewhere else?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Hey, if they did, whatever. But no, the brother was in... they were two brothers in real estate. and then the other brother quit real
Are you
estate.
you're talking about those two guys that they renovate stuff on TV?
Oh yeah.
No,
The
no.
Flippin' Brothers or whatever
No,
they call
no,
them.
no, no,
Yeah.
no. These guys, they were two brothers, and they were both in real estate. They had their
black guys?
licenses. No,
It was the
Quebecois.
Lucas
Okay.
brothers.
No. And so I think one of the brothers quit the
One
business.
of my brothers quit.
And he was like, I see what you guys are doing. And then the other brother was like, fuck this.
Okay.
Which I
Man,
get.
fuck this.
But it was actually interesting. Because they were talking about like the weird shit they see.
The inside baseball of real estate.
What I love about podcasting though is if you start getting into something very niche, like let's say like fucking people collecting paper cups.
Oh yeah,
right?
like from fast food places.
Yeah, that's not a real thing, I don't think. But I'm
is.
sure if you Google, there's probably a podcast or like a million podcasts. All they talk about are fucking paper cups from fast food places.
I don't know about the podcast, but there is. You could even go on eBay right now.
Yeah.
They have people collect. Do you remember the first Batman from Tim Burton?
Yeah.
There's collectors that still have the cups, the themed Batman cups from Burger King.
Okay.
God
Those
damn.
were big things back then. Like it was a big
And they
deal.
used to make them out of plastic, so they're probably still like good quality.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the good thing. We need more plastic in the world.
Yeah.
That's what's missing, really.
Fuck the turtles.
Fuck these tortoises. They gotta learn, bro.
Yeah.
They gotta fucking learn. Do you think the green movement? I think the green movement is gonna slowly kill itself. Because every time they're being put up, like in Congress, whenever they're being asked questions, they look dumb as shit. They asked one of the guys now, because it goes, you're pushing the government to put electric cars. Everyone has to buy electric cars. And now he's like, yeah, of course. He's like, do you know how much it would take on the grid? And he's like, oh, no. He's like, well, I'll tell you. And he gives him the number. And he goes, yeah, we don't have that kind of power now. That would be impossible. Like, where are we going to get that from? And in order to make it, we'd have to do X, Y, Z thing, which would destroy the planet.
Okay.
And the guy's just staring at him. And then he goes, I got another question for you. If right now the entire planet just stops, no more cars, no more nothing. No more. How many degrees is the planet going to adjust by? And he's like, zero, like less than 1. And he's like, so you want to destroy economies, kill livelihoods, kill all these people for less than 1 degree? And the guy's staring at him. He's like, this is preposterous.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh,
Yeah.
fuck, bro. This makes everything look dumb.
The green people on the green side should get like a couple of right-leaning dudes that like to drink and talk shit just to practice with.
100%. Yeah.
To just, it's like it's basically like doing an open mic with hecklers. Oh. So then they practice. So because there's got to be the right answer for that.
Of course. You know what the right answer is? The right answer is, okay, we can't stop. I know we can't stop everything, but let's try less waste and less pollution. So, for example, there are ways. Forget the energy. It's still going to take energy, but there are ways for these factories to create what they're creating without dumping waste into the fucking water. Let's start there, you know? Not with Poseidon's car. Let's start with the big stuff. But they don't do it because you can't touch those big companies. They control everything, so they don't want to talk shit. But the real people that are causing pollution, all that, are like 4 or 5 companies.
Yeah.
But you can't talk about it.
And the ones that aren't
damn.
causing pollution, they sell their credits
Which is stupid.
to the
big companies. So they're just going to keep polluting.
They shouldn't have credits.
No, the credits are dumb. It doesn't make any sense.
It should be, look, this is what you're allowed to pollute. If you pollute more than that, we're shutting you down.
Yeah.
It shouldn't even be fines. It should be we're shutting you down.
I'd go one further. You're not allowed to pollute. If you're going to produce waste, you have to take care of that waste. You can't be like, oh, well, some of it's going to go in the river. None of it should be in the fucking... There shouldn't be 3 eyeballed fish.
Yeah, that's
And
absurd.
gay frogs.
Yeah.
There's gay people. There shouldn't be drag queen frogs. This is crazy. Like, just control your fucking pollution, bro.
I'm picturing frogs putting on lipstick.
Because you're not allowed. If I like here at the bar or at your house, you can't just throw your trash out in the street.
They should make, you know how they used to have those cartoons where the girl would kiss a frog and he'd turn into a prince. It'd be amazing if she kissed the frog and he was like, ew, a girl.
Oh, that's amazing.
Grody. That's disgusting.
And then it's like Greenpeace, and it goes, "Are you tired of these frogs being gay? Write to your congressman today." Ew, cooties.
That's really funny.
There's something about
That's
that.
fucking
It's
hilarious.
like, how am I gonna find the right frog? They're all a bunch of homosexuals.
Yeah, they're all gay frogs.
And then you have like gay rights activists. Like, I'm not sure how I feel about this.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a good thing or not. That'd be fucking hilarious. But they need to just tell the truth. Be like, look, we're not gonna stop everyone
Yeah.
from Just let's stop polluting. Because if
I
they would
think
just stop
though-
those companies, we'd be way better off.
But like whenever like any activist, you always start becoming an activist because you're fed up with the way the world is, and then you fucking go overboard and you become like you go too far, and then you don't realize that you annoy the shit out of people.
Yeah.
Like all of the green people, what they're saying, they're like
It comes from a good place.
if they just calm down a little, we'd listen to them, but they're fucking judging everyone. So you're like, go fuck yourself.
It's
Go-
like the
go
Jesus
fuck
guy.
yourself. Yeah.
Outside the church with the speaker.
Yeah.
I understand you. You in his eyes, he's like, I want to save people's souls because he thinks
Yeah.
we're all going to hell. So I get that his intention is good, but his method of going about it, being like, that's fucking gay.
Yeah.
This is crazy. It's crazy because now you're just being a dick to people.
I saw a guy like that in Switzerland. I didn't think they had those crazy fucking people like that in Europe. And there was a guy in Switzerland, and it was very weird because he was yelling at people, telling them they were going to hell, and then he'd sing like R&B songs,
Like what?
but like Jesus R&B songs.
Real talk.
Yeah, but it was
Jesus
like,
died for your sins because you bitches is sinful. Real talk.
yeah, it was kind of like that. Like it was very weird. Like I was like, what the fuck? Like I watched him for about like 10 minutes, and he'd end his song that was like it felt like a Boyz II Men song, and then he'd start yelling at people, and it was funny.
That's awesome.
Because people would come towards him when he was singing, and then the song would end, and he'd yell at them, and then they'd just leave.
Oh my God,
And then he'd
that's
sing
funny.
again, they'd come back. Like I don't think it was the same people.
How
but
weird is that?
Yeah, very bizarre.
Him singing Jesus Real Talk. That's the best.
And he looked like a pimp because he was he had like
Like
all
a
of
white
the,
pimp?
Like he was a black dude, and all of his helpers or whatever.
Oh, he had disciples
were
with him?
chicks. They were all chicks, so it felt very like
Culty.
very culty. Yeah.
Do you remember that guy that he was tricking his disciples? He was like a preacher. It was a black guy to suck his dick because he said that his semen was like the way to God or some shit.
Oh,
So
really?
these chicks were like swallowing his load, and he's like, "Yeah, that's like purifying you."
What?
Yeah,
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
Suck the cock of the Lord.
Very
that's fucked
gullible.
up.
A lot of people are like they get power, and their lunacy comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How far can I go with this?
It's the same as like famous people.
Yeah.
Like whenever you see famous people that are fucking crazy, you're like, if that guy worked at A&W, he'd still be crazy, but
Yeah.
he'd keep it inside, and he'd be like, I can't. People can't know how
But-
stupid I am.
Did you guys know that when you're famous enough, you can grab these chicks by the pussy? You can just grab them pussy first. You gotta be famous.
Do you think
He was right though, Trump. We laugh at that.
Yeah.
He didn't say he does it. He says you can get famous enough, you can grab it, no one say. And that's the problem is that when you become like like that kind of celebrity, people don't say anything when you're doing stupid shit, but they should.
Yeah.
They'd be like, I don't know, like Tom Cruise. No, bro, you can't throw a fit and break a plate because they overcooked your steak. That's unheard of. Shut the fuck up.
Does he do that? Does Tom
He
Cruise?
jumps on couches.
Yeah,
that I
no,
know.
yeah.
But a lot of celebrities I've heard
Yeah.
that they're really mean.
Yeah.
Like something doesn't go the way, they're not like, oh, okay, give me this. They're like, what the fuck? You know, I said this. It's like, dude, you're a
Yeah.
human being. Go fuck yourself.
And plus, you should know if you're famous. Like if I'm a waiter and Tom Cruise is a dick, the first thing I'm doing is telling everyone. I'm telling everyone, and then I'll even fucking film myself like touching his food to put it on my Instagram.
I think you, I know they're nice to you. I went to a restaurant on Sunday. I brought the wife to eat barbecue in Laval. I just wanted meats. And they were very nice to me. And I guess one of the people that works there, he knew who I was because while the guy was explaining the menu, he came by. He's like, hey, he grabs the waiter, goes, in French, he goes, faites attention à mon Pantelis, huh? And then he walked out. I was like, oh, okay, they're nice. You know, they watch podcasts and stuff. And they were super nice. Like, they kept asking if anything's good. The manager kept coming by. But they're probably, when they talk amongst themselves, they're going to be like, yo, this fucking Pantelis guy only eats meat. Because he's like, all right, so what are the sides? I go, there are no sides. I'll like half a pound of this meat, half a pound of that meat, some salmon. And the guy's like, are you serious? I go, yeah, don't bring me the bread, bro. I'm not going to eat the fucking bread. I'm not going to eat the other stuff. Just give me the fucking meat. So all they saw me eat was just pork belly. It was just me eating fucking 2 pounds of meat. So that they're going to talk about. I'm like, this guy's a weirdo. But
probably.
it's because that's how I want to enjoy it. I didn't want to feel shitty with like bread. And because they had barbecue. It's a nice barbecue place. So I wanted just the meat.
Yeah.
I like barbecue meat.
Yeah,
What are
barbecue's
the
fucking
sides
delicious.
like in a barbecue place? They probably have like broccoli.
No, unless I'm
Carrots?
But they didn't have. I remember they had like mashed potatoes.
Okay. Oh yeah, it's very like
It's like Texas.
yeah. So
Yeah.
mashed potatoes and
Cornbread. They
Yeah.
had a piece.
they
a nice
probably
piece
have
of bread.
corn too, or
I didn't
no?
ask, but they might have had corn. Nice place. So like fun place. It's like very Texas themed. It's just we really wanted some meat. I'm gonna go back. They were nice to us, and I had fun eating meat. I'm gonna order more meat next time.
I have a question. Do you guys think like that pimp in Switzerland, he resorted to that because business is slow? Because of all the gay
I
stuff?
don't think he was an actual pimp. I think
Oh,
he
okay,
just
okay,
looks-
okay. Oh,
He
okay.
just-
He looked like
preachers
it.
seem pimpy.
He was just dressed nice. He was dressed kind of like James Brown, like and his music, like I was saying, it's R&B, but he was like
Soul.
yeah, kind of soul. So he was, and I think he's probably like just a real singer that things weren't going that good. So he was like, if I fucking mix the
Transition to Jesus.
Jesus stuff, I might get people. The same as like a lot of singers. Like if you suck as a singer, if you start doing Christian rock, then you have more chances of finding an audience. Or you do like kids music. Like if you're like, I'm gonna do rock, but for children, it's easier to make it. I think.
Why don't you do acting for children?
I don't know. I haven't thought
Did
about
you
it.
you Google James Brown?
Yeah.
You didn't know James Brown?
I had heard of him, but no. What did he sing? I'm trying to think of what he sang, but I don't
Didn't he
think
sing
I know.
Tutti Frutti?
Yeah. There's an interview of James Brown drunk out of his fucking mind
Makes
on
me like him
CNN. He got into a fight with his wife, and she tried to leave the house, and then he took out his gun and he was shooting, I think, at the car or in the air.
Like a man.
And then he's drunk. Google James Brown drunk interview.
Oh, he's the guy that sang "Man's World."
You had him
He-
at shooting towards his wife. Poseidon's already a fan.
Yeah, Google
James Brown.
James Brown drunk interview. It's the best thing because he answers by singing. Like he
I want to see this.
oh yeah, he's
1988.
fucking-
Is this James Brown's strangest interview
Yeah.
ever?
yeah, that's the one.
Let's see.
It's a man's world.
Do you want to put some volume?
Yeah, just a
Look at
second.
him.
It
He looks
wouldn't be
normal, though.
nothing without a woman.
It's just the mouse is only half working for some reason.
All right.
I remember like how film used to look, when they would tape stuff.
Yeah.
It's funny how everything was a little blown out.
Oh shit.
Assaulting his wife and he's smiling like, yeah, big bitch.
Assaulting his wife, shooting at her and the car she was in.
This guy's awesome.
Look at him.
From Atlanta to discuss the charges, and we welcome you, James Brown. How did all of this trouble begin?
Put the volume up.
Living in America.
What?
Nothing wrong at all. You're not in any difficulty, but you're out on bond.
No, I'm not.
Have all the charges been dropped?
Yeah, I'm out on love.
Well, are you out on love or out of love? Which is it?
Out on love. Alone from night to night, you find me.
Now, James, this isn't the first time
He's
you've
fucking
had a
mental.
problem. Are the two of you
Look
gonna
at
be able
him.
to work this
Look at
out?
him with those.
Talk about your music.
You want to talk about music,
Look
and
at
you
his
don't want to talk
crazy
about
glasses.
What happened.
No, it's all over.
Well,
He's
let's
working-
talk
all over.
about
he's
your
working at a
tour.
factory.
When are you
Yeah.
leaving?
We're leaving tomorrow.
And where are you going?
Rio de Janeiro and Sao Paulo, Brazil.
Now, your fans will have read all about this, James. Aren't you concerned about that?
No, Dankeschön. I'm concerned because there's nothing wrong.
I'm
And
concerned
what do you
because
think
there's
they
nothing
know?
wrong.
Oh, he's
I'm gonna
out
ask
of
you
it.
some
Look at
questions
him.
about it.
I'm
He has
gonna
got
say
the
I feel
coke
good.
mouth, but the
Yeah.
fucking drunk eyes.
I've got a brand new bag. It's a man's world.
Well, that's the second time we've heard that in 2 days.
Look at him
That's
dance.
crazy. Now, don't leave
This is
out
amazing.
that
Leave out to
we
do
have to
something.
talk about. Well, tell us a little bit about what you're going to be
Hello,
doing on
Ted.
this tour.
What'd you say?
What are you going to be doing?
He's
on
yelling
this
"Hello, Ted"
I'm
because
gonna
he's
be
on
doing- I've got a
CNN.
brand new bag, living in America. Sex machine, get up off of that thing. I feel good.
This is amazing.
tour? Now, I understand that you
I'm
have
real.
already.
I'm
James, I
real.
have to ask you one serious question here. I understand you
Look at
already have started divorce proceedings. Does that mean that you're now eligible?
No, yes, I'm singing. I want to mingle.
You want to mingle. Now, the women
He's
love
wearing
you
the
when you get
gloves,
out
the
there.
shitty
Why do you
wig.
think that is?
What'd you say?
The women love you when you get out there.
Why is that, ladies?
I shoot at them.
Well, I'm asking you.
Huh? Because
Why
I
do you
look
think
good.
that is? You
I
look
smell
good.
good. I
Yes.
feel good.
And you sing good.
And make love good.
Oh.
God
Well,
damn,
there
he's
we are.
creepy,
We don't have
eh?
to ask anybody else. We got that from the source. There you are.
This used to be CNN, bro.
Jesus
Yeah.
Tell us
Christ.
a little bit about that.
The second coming. It's out of Augusta, Georgia. It's Ankle. Joseph P. Young
Now he's
is
gonna
editor,
become
and
religious.
James Brown, one of his advisors. And we're doing a fantastic job. The second coming. It features on this week. I think we have the Pope and
He's
The Pope.
Oh yeah,
I believe
press
the
pause.
William- the
He's
William
talking
stuff.
about a magazine, like a religious magazine that he's the publisher. So he's there because he shot his wife. And he's drunk and he's coked up and he's singing, and now he's talking about a magazine.
We got a good article on the Pope. This is crazy.
What a crazy fucking man!
By the way, this is why when people play
Jesus.
Rockstar video games like GTA, this is why GTA games are amazing because they make fun of all this.
Yeah.
You're like, it's a little exaggerated. No, they just Rockstar does is they take all these moments and it's always one of these moments in the game world.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Oh, you guys wanna?
yeah,
Yeah, I want to see the end of this.
others.
Mm-hmm.
And last.
Look at that hair.
And next week we're gonna have Reverend Al Sharpton, I think, on the
Wow,
cover.
Sharpton.
And we'll be doing a lot of good things, and hopefully we'll get Brother Ted Turner on the cover.
Ted Turner from he
Ted,
owns
where you at?
CNN.
James,
Billionaire
we want to
Ted.
thank you for being with us today
Wait
and
a
giving
minute,
us
I
an
just got
opportunity.
here.
Oh, is there something more you want to say that we
Yeah,
haven't
I want to
covered?
say another thing.
Okay,
I
go
love
ahead.
you. I love America. I love everybody.
Well,
I feel
it's-
good.
It sounds to me
Oh, he's
as though
high.
you're not troubled by
Look
any
at
of
those
this
teeth.
at all.
This is a man's world.
Thanks for reminding us of that. Every once in a while.
imagine he
we
shot his
forget.
wife and he's
You're
yelling,
welcome.
"This is a
Remember again.
man's world."
He's
James,
right. He
good
shot
luck
her.
on your tour. Thanks for being with us. I guess
damn.
we're going to hear lots more.
Hasta luego.
Jesus
Hasta luego.
Christ.
Oh shit!
This guy's
Oh,
awesome.
really wanted to
I
prove
love
to
that.
you
Then they have
that he is
Charlie
clean.
Sheen right
That was a
after.
good interview too. That was the Tiger Blood interview, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
You
that
guys
was
wanna watch
amazing.
it?
Yeah, I want to watch it.
Yeah, why
I
not?
haven't
Fuck
seen
it.
fucking
I missed
Charlie
it.
Sheen in a while. What
That's
a great
wild.
man.
Drugs. Don't do drugs, kids.
Sure, don't say that because now we're gonna see someone who did great on drugs. I'm not bipolar, bro. I'm
Yes, good morning
bi-winning.
again, George. And he claims no drugs right now, but we did talk a lot about his past drug use. Charlie Sheen has never been more candid
Look at
about
how
it and
fake
makes no
concerned she is.
excuses for
Yeah.
it. He also shared with us some of what really happened that night last month when he was rushed to the hospital after a drug-filled night with porn stars.
That's amazing.
Your anger
Look
and
at
your
him.
hate, I think, is coming off as erratic to people.
Passion, my passion. It's all
Okay, your passion
It's not hate, it's
is coming
passion.
off
My
as
passion.
erratic to
Right.
people.
I love his
you
voice.
borrow my brain for 5 seconds and just be like, dude, can't handle it. Unplug this bastard. Yeah, because it fires in a way that
Pause
is,
for a second.
Unplug
Maybe
this
not.
bastard.
You know, he said it's not hate, it's passion. I just imagine like it's not hate, it's passionate. I'm passionate about black people.
Yeah.
I'm just passionate.
That's funny.
Is that why do all these crazy guys have wigs? That's also a wig, right?
Is it?
That doesn't look like real hair.
Let's see how he moves.
No one has like he's probably 55 there. No one has that
Maybe
hair
it's real.
that
Or a
thick.
toupee, maybe.
Yeah, well,
That's a wig.
toupee is a wig.
From this particular terrestrial realm.
Terrestrial realm.
I think some of those things that you're putting out there are making
He's
people
smoky.
think something's wrong with you.
That's up to, that has nothing to do with me, really. I mean, they're entitled to, I suppose, interpret stuff as they must.
Some
You're a
are-
doctor of. What
Some
are
are
you a
saying
doctor
that you're
of?
bipolar.
Wow, what does that mean?
I guess that you're on two ends of the spectrum.
Wow. And then what? What's the cure? Medicine? Make me like them? Not gonna happen. I'm by winning. I win here and I win there. Now what?
I'm by
amazing.
winning.
I forgot how awesome he is.
Yeah, I'm by winning. I didn't know that's where winning came from. I'm by winning.
Shut up. Stop. Move forward.
Have you had any celebrities reach out to you to try and help you? Who?
Yeah, like radical people like Sean Penn and Mel Gibson and Colin Farrell and just radical people. And,
Sean Penn
and
can
they're
go
not
fuck
telling me
himself.
what to do.
Who gave you the best piece of advice?
Well, they didn't give me any advice, and within that, there's great advice.
Mel Gibson told me to
Just
watch out
love.
for the
And so,
Jews.
you know, just to see. It's oftentimes says unknown, but occasionally, a giant.
Why
marquee
is
name
he
comes through on your
doing
caller
this
ID, and it's
interview?
like,
Like what? Like that's because he's obviously going through a mental breakdown.
His publicist is like, look, man, this doesn't look good.
Yeah.
Everyone says you're batshit crazy. He's like, I'm not batshit crazy. I'm winning.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, we gotta set up an interview. You gotta be cool. Be cool, bro, so we can show America that you're not crazy. He's like,
Yeah.
I got this. I got
I
this.
hope that was the thumbnail.
Looks like he's taking a shit.
Yeah. All right.
God damn.
Winning.
When was the last time you used?
I use a blender. I use a vacuum cleaner. I use
You think he banged her?
household items. When was the last time I ingested or took drugs?
Yes, when was the last time you took drugs?
Such an AA stupid expression or term. I don't remember.
I love him.
I do not
He
remember.
is so
week
good.
ago, 2 weeks
God
ago,
damn.
A month
2 days
ago,
ago.
6 weeks. I don't know.
God damn.
I don't know.
I
It was a
wanna
couple
have
days
AIDS now.
before the suits rolled in and said, change it, change everything. We're shutting you down.
Tell me about the last time you took drugs.
The last time I took drugs, I probably took more than anybody could survive. You know.
What are we talking about? How
He's
much?
got a very
I don't
Trump
know, man. I was banging
feel.
7-gram rocks and finishing them because
Very
that's how I roll. I have one speed. I have one gear. Go.
Crack. He was smoking
survive
crack.
Because I'm me. Because I'm me. I'm different. I just have a different constitution. I have a different brain. I have a different heart. I have a different. I got tiger blood, man.
You don't worry
Ah,
that
that's
you're
where
going
Tiger
to
Blood
die when you
started.
take that many drugs.
Dying's for fools.
But you're only human.
No, that's
What kind of an idiot
Dying
dies?
is for fools.
What kind of a dummy dies? What?
God damn.
He's like, lady, do you know a
Dying
lot of
is
idiots?
for fools. Oh, fuck. That
That's
means
amazing.
everyone he knows that died in his head, he's like, what a dummy.
What a fucking idiot.
Forgot to breathe. Dumb.
Why don't you just not die, Steve? You fucking dipshit.
If he wasn't so serious, like if this wasn't real, like what it would have been great satire.
I mean, it kind of is because he
Yeah.
clearly does not give a fuck. Because
Yeah.
other people would put on a face,
Yeah.
like a mask for this, and he's like, I don't
That's
care.
a beautiful thing about mental illness.
Yeah.
You don't give a fuck.
I love that.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't care. This is all fake. Because first of all, her concern is fake too.
Yeah.
If we analyze this, she's like, Charlie Sheen is doing drugs. You dumb bitch.
Yeah.
Right outside your studio, there's a bunch of people who lost everything
Yeah.
because of drugs. You don't care. You don't
And if
care.
you did care about him, you wouldn't ask him questions. You'd bring him to rehab.
That's true.
Yeah.
I will not entertain because that's how people go down. I'm too smart to do that. So, I'm sorry for the guys that happened to, but you should have read the directions before you showed up at the party.
So you actually have a strategy about how you take your drugs?
No, I just have a couple of rules. I don't know if it's a strategy.
You're clean right now.
Sure.
So is this better now? Your life now, clean
It's-
with your children?
Yeah,
is
no,
it
it's
better
perfect.
than
It's not
being
better.
on drugs?
It's perfect. It's perfect. Yeah. No, it doesn't compare. They're whole different realities. There's great things about both, but what I'm harnessing now is absolute, focus.
Mm-hmm.
It's exciting. It's exciting. I've come back from a place that people can put labels on it and they can figure all this stuff out. They can try to normalize it, boring, stupid, and
Oh, he's
that's
out of
fine. But for me, it's I've just
It is
answered to a
Trump-esque,
higher
eh?
calling.
Yeah.
It happened in the blink of an eye, and I'm totally excited by it.
Are you worried you're going to relapse?
No,
Why?
because I'm not going to. Period. The end.
But how do you
I blinked
know?
and I cured my brain. That's how. Everybody has the power. It's because everybody, can't is the cancer of happen. Can't is the cancer of happen. I can't do it.
I
The
love
Nike
how he
slogan doesn't
repeats
say,
it
Just
to
try
think,
it.
oh, it's going to sound
okay.
smart if I say it twice.
This is going to be a soundbite.
Yeah. Can't is the cancer.
Look at those eyes.
Can't is
Just
the
try it.
cancer
No.
of happen. That means absolutely
Nothing.
nothing.
Yeah.
That means nothing. He just said words.
Just do it, man.
But you love to party.
I mean, what's not to love?
How do
Especially
you?
when you see how I party, man. It was epic. The run I was on made Sinatra, Flynn, Jagger, Richards, all of them just look like, droopy-eyed, armless children.
When you look back at the last time.
Droopy-eyed, armless children.
God damn.
Well, the run he was on
God
was
damn it.
porn stars,
Yeah,
coke,
yeah.
crack, heroin. He went nuts. And for a while, he was like on a giant
Yeah.
bender.
For like
He
a
was-
few years.
He was hanging and banging for months, yeah.
I wonder how many chicks he gave AIDS to. Because he doesn't have AIDS, but he's HIV positive. So
That's the same thing.
It's the same thing. But it's like the early part.
But he didn't get it from sex. He got it from heroin.
Did he?
I think so, because he
Okay.
kept doing drugs. Because apparently it's very hard for straight dudes to get AIDS. That's what a gay guy told me.
You
All
use
right.
drugs. Are you disgusted with yourself, or do you
No,
think, how
no.
could I have done that?
Because I
proud of
imagine
what
him
I've created.
banging without condoms and sometimes hitting the wrong hole. Like, so he's
The wrong
definitely
hole on the wrong gender.
yeah.
He
So-
fucked a lot of bellboys in the ass.
I can picture. Look at those eyes. He's had like a weird threesome with a
Oh,
dude.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
He's had
sure.
a weird threesome with two dudes. I
Yeah,
think.
maybe that's how he got HIV,
Yeah.
but I would think it would be drug use because of needle sharing,
Yeah,
because he does
maybe.
that shit a lot. But you never know. Yeah,
But drugs also make you do all kinds of crazy shit, apparently.
apparently.
Yeah.
I like how he added at the end. Apparently,
Yeah.
I don't know anything about that.
You were into Coke a while, right?
Allegedly.
Classic
Okay.
and Pepsi.
Okay.
Allegedly.
Okay. But and did that make you do weird gay sex stuff?
No,
or?
just, well, almost actually. Oh fuck, that's so funny.
Well, I took my pants off once in a McDonald's after I drank the Coke, so.
There's that. No, but you were almost seduced by.
It's true, I was,
The
yeah.
rainbow side.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh.
Yeah, they were working on him for like a good couple of months.
Well, there was an attempt at seduction.
For a while, and he didn't see that he was slowly getting seduced. And then once it was too obvious in the car, he's like, "Oh fuck, they're trying to bang me."
Yeah, and I was like, this is fucking weird.
And I called it like a month before, but he wasn't listening to me.
Oh,
I go, "You
really?
don't find it weird that you keep getting invited?" And he's like, "No, bro."
So they
I'm
were
making
paying
friends."
for everything? They'd invite you places, they'd pay for
no,
everything?
they wouldn't
No.
pay. No, it was just chilling
part of the
with
team.
the boys. Yeah, that's it. Going
You
out,
guys would
having
go
fun.
swimming.
Gay clubs.
Go pick up. Let's go pick up chicks. That was the usual.
Oh,
thing.
really?
Yeah.
Funny. There was never any chicks, right? And it was always a bunch of dudes. And the chicks that would come would like to dance with their gay friends. That were the guys that you were there with.
Yeah. I don't know. I was fucked up during those.
But you told me you noticed one time that it was like just a lot of dudes. Like there was a time that you noticed something was wrong. You're like, wait a second.
Oh yeah, it was a club. It was a nice bar too. It was a gay night.
Yeah.
So I walk into this was the funniest shit.
He's like, these guys are all nice to me. Everyone's
Well, no,
so
because the
polite.
thing is, it was dudes and women. So it was all lesbians and all gay dudes. But I didn't.
And when you walked in, the demographic didn't change.
It didn't change. It was still women and men. But I didn't know they were lesbians and I didn't know they were gay dudes.
Yeah.
You know. So
I learned the hard way.
So we're having drinks and stuff and we're talking. We're like, oh, she seems cute and this that. And the friend, he goes, yeah, she's a lesbian. I go, oh, that sucks. Oh well, whatever. What about that one? Oh, she's a lesbian too. I'm like, what the fuck? All these women are lesbians here. I start getting mad, and then they all started staring at me like weirdly.
Because gay guys and lesbians have a rivalry.
Yeah, they generally don't go the same place.
Yeah, they don't like each other.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
the Crips and the Bloods.
Yeah, or
I
like the
didn't even know
dwarves
that.
and the elves.
Yeah.
They don't like each other in Lord of the Rings.
Oh yeah.
I'm giving you metaphors that you'll understand.
You're geeking it up for me. Yeah. But yeah, I remember, and then I thought about it later on, like when the dude was even weirder, and I was like, fuck yeah, that was a weird party. Like I didn't even stay. I just left. I was like, okay, there's no point of being here.
All these dudes are nice, but these chicks are so mean.
Yeah.
Very butch women yelling at me. The dudes are so polite though. No one wants to fight me. They're all super nice. They're helping me out, but these bitches are fucking angry.
Yeah.
And then when he figured out, it was so funny.
How'd you figure out?
The guy who tried to make out with him.
Yeah.
In your car?
No, he brought me home, and
He kissed you goodnight?
no, he was like he was like.
We should make out.
Oh, hold on, no, hold on. Let me.
What song was playing?
I don't fucking remember. I just found it weird. He
Never gonna dance.
he goes to drop me
again.
off,
The
and
best song would be "Turn Around" every now and then. Why do you want me to turn around?
Have you
think-
heard the French version?
No,
Tourneront.
Oh, God.
It's the most.
that's a real thing.
Dude, it's a real. Can you find out Tourneront, turn around French version? Who sings it? Because he probably knows the singer.
with audio.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with audio.
Alright,
We
well, I
have.
guess
No,
we have
Yeah,
no
no,
choice,
we have no
play
choice.
it. Play without the audio. What a
Tu sais que quelquefois je me sens seule et perdue. Est-ce que tu me reviendras? Je te
Oh, that's a Bonnie
Yeah,
Tyler.
yeah, yeah.
loin de toi.
That's
Dis,
crazy.
Est-ce que tu te souviendras de moi? Sur la terre entière,
So
je me
stupid.
sens
Lower the volume a bit.
abandonnée. Dis, est-ce que tout ça va changer?
The Tourneront.
La solitude de mon mieux, moi qui ne sais qu'être deux. Tu sais que
That's so sad for Bonnie Tyler when she realized I don't have another hit in me. So let me just fucking translate this song into 19 languages.
Tourneront. Now she's doing it in English. All right, Poseidon, we got it. We're gonna get demonetized and
Her
taken down.
voice is fucking weird.
This seems like a forced song.
It sounds like she owes money to the Mexican mob.
Tourneront. Like, it used to make me laugh so much. When I first heard it, I was like, "This is so." It felt like a parody. Tourneront.
I've never heard that.
Yeah, it's wacky.
Yeah, I know trust me, I know my French music. I'm a cultured man. I know about that woman who's singing in French. Is she a Quebecer or I think it's
probably
France, you
from
think?
France. Yeah.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah.
Tourneron, huh?
Because they look like, and they probably filmed that though in North America.
Yeah, because the snow.
Yeah, they probably filmed it in Quebec.
Tourneron.
And
then
it
you have
feels-
Quebecers be like, what the fuck's going on?
It feels like a French lady that's happy to be in Quebec, so she's petting like a wolf. Was she petting a wolf?
Yeah,
at
some
the
kind of
beginning,
animal,
or-
yeah.
Yeah, some kind of
Or
weird
a
cat.
fox
Some kind of
or-
weird canine.
Yeah,
I think maybe a lynx.
maybe a lynx.
You ever seen a lynx in real life, Poseidon?
No.
They have fascinating ears.
Yeah. They got the fur at the tips and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're big.
Is it useful for anything, or is it just like design?
They need to hear.
Or is it all looks?
They
No, but
need
I
to
mean
hear.
the way that like the shot the
Let me ask you,
pointy.
when you were in elementary school, I don't know if
Yes.
you did this. Did you ever have a class where they gave you like worms that you had to grow out of their shell? And
Yes,
shit,
I hated that shit.
and you had to keep them?
I hated that
It
shit.
just came in my head right now. Do you remember this? I don't know if
I
it did
didn't
with you.
have that.
In elementary, I remember I had like it was like a plastic container, and there was like sand in it, right? And you had, I think they started off as worms, and then they would have to evolve like Pokemon into hard-shelled things. You have to have them for like a couple of months or whatever the fuck.
Goddamn.
And I think it would stink. Do you remember that?
Yeah, it would stink. And then there was this one weird kid in class. He was like a pro at that shit because he liked bugs. And then like he had like a collection of bugs, and he'd bring pet bugs all the time to school, and people would freak out. It was a mess.
Yeah, I remember they made us take care of like little
Yeah.
creatures.
That's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, and then what did we do when they were done though? Did they just kill them?
I think they would just toss them in the bin.
Probably.
Yeah.
But those were living beings. How?
Oh yeah, I remember. I think they would just toss them, and then the weird kid, because there was always that one weird kid that was really into bugs. He got really upset, and he started crying when the teacher started tossing them out. She's like, "No, the project's done." She's like, "No, give me my bugs," and it was like freaking out. Like
Let the kid keep the bugs.
But
Yeah.
that kid is all. Yeah, like everyone else grew these things from infant to adult,
And they're getting rid of
and
them.
they're like, "Fuck them."
Yeah, I don't think. Because that's what I'm saying. I don't think I threw it out. I think I put it in the sand in behind where the doors are for where the kids play, that little
Yeah.
park. I threw it in the sand there because I didn't want. Why did I throw it in the garbage? It was
Oh,
crazy.
so maybe they were putting them out in the wild, but the kid didn't want them out in the wild, and I thought they were throwing them.
Yeah,
in
I don't
the
think
bin.
they'll throw
Yeah,
in the
no, I don't
garbage.
think
That'd
they.
be insane.
No, I don't think they actually
Okay.
threw them in the garbage. Maybe I thought that, but they must have done the same thing. The
I remember
teachers.
when I was little, in school they gave us eggs that we had to bring home, and then until they'd hatch. And my dad told me to bring the eggs back, and he went to see the class and the school, and he was like, "This is stupid. You're gonna have people that live in the city that'll have like baby chickens in their house. What the fuck?
That is retarded.
Yeah, it's stupid."
And did the teacher admit this
They
might be dumb?
so everyone brought them back.
Your dad started mutiny.
Yeah, my dad started a fucking.
Oh, dude, my mom
rebellion.
got into a fight at Uchiro Metro.
Okay.
Recently?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Like 3 days ago.
Oh shit.
Yeah, there was a lady in her 50s, between 50 and 60, and she was with some kid like 17 years old, and he had like his hair, long hair, over his face, and she kept like touching him, like grabbing his balls, his asshole.
What?
this and that, yeah. And my mom's like, "Can you stop? Like, this is disgusting. What are you doing? Can you stop?" And then the lady's like, "Mind your business. This is none of your business." And my mom, being my mom, she's like, "When I see something improper, it becomes my business."
Jesus
So she
Christ.
starts yelling, and she starts telling the kid, like, "What's wrong with you? Why are you letting this happen? You have nothing to say for yourself. You're not ashamed." And the kid, apparently, he wasn't looking up. He was just like embarrassed, had his head up. And she's like, "What's going on here?" And then the lady starts yelling, "I'm going to call the police." And I was like, "Call the police. Call the police right now." And then some Jewish man came, and he's like, "What's all the commotion?" And my mom's like, "This stupid bitch, you know? And look at what she's doing." And then the Jewish man's like, "What's going on here?" Because the lady's like saying my mom's harassing her. So the guy was like on the lady's side in the beginning. He's like, "What's going on?" And then he sees that she's grabbing this kid, and my mom's like, "Look at what she's doing." And the lady's like, "We're in love. I'm in love." And the guy's like, "Ugh, you're like 70. What do you mean you're in love? This is disgusting." She's right, you know. So he starts yelling, "It's none of your business. I'm gonna call the cops." I'm like, "Call the fucking police." And then the lady got on the bus, and they kept the kid there, so they separated them.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Mom's like, "Get out of here. You're disgusting." She's like, "You're disgusting. You should be ashamed. Ashamed of you. Get the fuck out of here."
God damn, she was pulling an old man move basically on like.
But how funny is my mom's like, "Call the police." I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. What were they gonna do? Like your
But
mother
that's
didn't
why-
do anything
But
wrong.
that's why mom's like, "You're fucking molesting a kid." Like, go.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Did that kid
Holy
know the lady?
shit.
You think?
Apparently not, because they got
Okay.
separated, and the kid just sat there, took it. Mom was like, look at this
What the
fucking. Mom was like,
fuck?
look at this dumb kid. Who knows
Yeah.
what is she paying and whatever. What that stupid kid. Yeah, mom doesn't mind her business.
God damn. That's weird to see. That's the first time I hear that
Yeah,
about.
and then the Jewish guy was telling my mom, "Thank you, madame. You did a good job. You know, nobody ever talks." My mom talks all the time. She yells at people in the bus. Like if you know the scene that you see in movies, there's a pregnant lady up and there's a kid singing. My mom's that person. That kid sitting. My mom's that person. She's like, "Hey, what are you, stupid?" Like she'll yell at them, "Get up! What's wrong with you? You don't see," and just make them feel like idiots and like, "Oh fuck, okay." She doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, and what are you? She's an old lady. What are you gonna? You're
Yeah.
not gonna scrap it with an
What
old
are you
lady.
gonna do? She doesn't care. She's not scared of anyone.
Yeah.
She's like, "What are you gonna do?" She goes, "Fuck off. Call the cops. What are you gonna do?" "I'm not scared of you." She goes, "Get the fuck out of here." She doesn't care.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
don't-
she's gonna get beat up one day.
No, I doubt
Someone's
it.
gonna beat the shit out of her, bro. She has a big mouth.
You think so?
Yeah, you're gonna find crazy kids one day.
Yeah, it's true,
Yeah.
huh?
Yeah.
Fuck.
No, I don't think even a crazy kid
I
wouldn't
don't know,
hit an
they're-
old lady.
Yeah, well, she's not old like Kane
Yeah.
old, right? She's an older woman, so you never know. Somebody might get mad, but she's very fucking feisty. Doesn't give a fuck about anything.
She might get hit by an older lady,
Maybe.
like a drunk chick in her 50s.
Like the lady that was
Like,
touching the kid.
that kid. Because your mom's what, in her 60s?
Yeah, mom's 70s.
So
I'm sorry.
Jesus.
I'm sorry.
I almost just
70,
died.
73 if you want exact.
I
Jesus
almost
Christ.
just died.
Wow, he was turned on by that. Sinner said, Kane and his
Just came.
Dude, I almost fell. The fucking mechanism fucking unlocked.
You're looking for a hot 73-year-old. Fucking lunatic.
Sorry about that, boys.
I couldn't control my erection.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's in her 73.
So yeah, so a girl in her, like a lady in her 50s,
Might attack her.
might attack her.
Yeah,
but
I
not a dude.
maybe
You'd
not a
have to
dude.
be a piece of shit.
Yeah, maybe not a dude. A lady, like I think that lady may have attacked her 'cause she was getting aggressive. If it wasn't for the other guy that came, the Jewish guy
Okay.
that showed up, the Jewish guy was trying to. The Jewish guy apparently turned. He turned his attitude so quickly because at first he like thought my mom was the bad guy, and then when he saw what's happening, he's like, "Oh yeah," he goes, "You're disgusting. What's going on here?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Get you," because while she's talking, she had her hand in his pants.
Jesus
Yeah, that's why.
Christ.
So my mom was like, "Look at this. This is improper." She was yelling.
What the
God
fuck?
damn.
Yeah. Fucking people, bro, are lunatics.
Yeah, bro. Especially like after the pandemic, it's gotten worse. I find.
And I forgot because I don't take public transit. So I know this was my reality when I used to take public transit. You notice, but I don't take it anymore. So I forget. I'm like, that's so rare. But if you actually take the metro and the bus, you're gonna see all kinds of crazy shit in this
Yeah.
city. Downtown, especially, it's nuts.
Like when we were in Toronto, that guy got stabbed.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
in
that
the
was
metro.
crazy.
Yeah, he
Did
looked
you
like
see
Georgia
that in
Silly.
the subway?
No.
A guy got stabbed like a
lot.
lot.
Toronto
yeah, by the
subway.
same guy. Yeah, they
Yeah.
got into a fight, and
Holy
they were
shit.
running in the train, and the guy looked like Georgia Silly. I thought George was getting stabbed.
What's? Okay. I thought Georgia Silly was doing the stabbing.
No. The guy that was doing the stabbing was this black guy. He didn't look like Georgia Silly, but the guy that was getting stabbed looked like Georgia Silly. And he's yelling, he's like, "They're stabbing me!"
Was there a video of this?
Yeah, it was everywhere.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
And another, there's these weird fucking trends, bro. Like there's a new trend called Kia Boys.
Okay, he told me this yesterday.
The Kia boys?
You're gonna get pissed
Dude.
off. You're gonna get pissed off.
Basically, it's a bunch of teenagers, and it's a trend on TikTok. They'll steal a Kia because they're super easy to steal, and they'll steal them, and then they'll drive around. They'll go, what's the word I'm looking for? Joyriding. They'll go joyriding. They'll run into poles. They'll run into people's homes. They'll go on lawns and do fucking like destroy the lawns. They'll run into people, crazy shit, and then they film everything. And they post it on TikTok because it's a trend. They'll go on highways and fucking weave and like at 200
Crazy,
kilometers
yeah.
an hour. Fuck yeah.
they're
The
killing
world
people.
has lost its fucking mind.
Are they
bro.
actually? Because you're saying shit that's like really wrong and other stuff that's kind of wrong.
Well, there's like some of them just do. Some of
Because
them.
the joyride, whatever, it's fucked up, but it's not. But murdering people and be like, "Kia death, bitch."
I
Yeah.
heard the murdering, but I can't find anything on it, so I don't know how
Yeah.
true it is. But I've
It
seen
might be
videos of
TikTok
them.
rumors.
Yeah, I've seen the joyriding. So that one I've seen
Yeah,
it. It's
joyriding's always
confirmed.
happened.
yeah.
Toronto.
You joyrided.
Man stabbing.
Yeah. Don't play it though, because it's old
Yeah, yeah.
news
Oh,
and the
yeah,
guy's
sorry,
probably
sorry.
dead by now.
I hope he's not dead. Did he die?
Oh fuck! It does look like a silly.
Yeah. I told you.
Holy shit!
When I saw it, I was like, "Fuck, is George doing comedy here? He did the wrong joke."
Yeah.
He's like, "This is my retarded son," and
He-
the guy's like, "I'm gonna kill you."
He even has his own like the way his lankiness.
Yeah, I thought it was. I swear to
Yeah.
God, the first instinct I had was, "Fuck, George did the retard joke to the wrong person."
Oh shit.
That was my first instinct, and then we started yelling, "He's stabbing me." I was like, "That doesn't sound like George.
That's
Oh,
not a
shit.
good bit.
That's not good. It's a terrible joke." All right, well, look, we've got all kinds of shows happening this summer. Mike Ward is hosting the Montreal Just for Laughs Nasty Show. He's hosting it every night except for the 22nd, because the 22nd, what is happening, Mike?
I'm in Quebec City at the Centre Vidéotron the third biggest live podcasting event in the history. If you go to centrevideoway.com, you can get tickets, or mikeward.ca.
MikeWard.ca to get all of Mike Ward tickets. Also, Mike Ward has Mike Ward Suzekut weekly episodes coming out on Patreon. They show up on Patreon live, patreon.com/Suzekut. You get the entire back catalog of podcasts, including the now infamous episode with me and Sebastian Burgo in Toronto. You can go sign up to watch the episode to see what all the fuss is about. Why are people talking about it? If you're bilingual, you're going to understand right away why they're talking about it. It's fucking hilarious. Poseidon is online. He has a website. It's IamPoseidon.com. All the links to his social media channels are there. My stuff is PantelisComedy.com. The Intellectuals, Pantelis Podcast, franchise, it's all there. Join the Patreon. Join the Patreon today. Patreon.com/Pantelis. Support all of our nonsense. Come watch the Just for Laughs shows. Come watch Les Rebelles in Saint-Eustache August 3rd. Thank you all, and go fuck yourselves.